Hello there, Sagittarius. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul communicator and growth mentor. I have an intuitive reading for you today for wherever you are in your journey right now. I'm going to trust that if this resonates with you, it is meant for you at this time. So I will also be doing an extended version. Which will go deeper and a little farther into whatever comes up into this reading. So that will be available on Moments. You can find a link in the description below. But let's get started with the first part of your reading here. Okay, we've got you, the Son of Horns. I'm going to pull everything out a little bit. Beneficial energy, Three of Wands. Channeling energy, the Hierophant. Okay. Let's start with our Son of Horns card. Sag, you really need to be careful of excess right now. You need to keep everything in balance. This means emotionally, physically, mentally. Really avoid big pendulum swings of extremes. There we go. That's some English for you. So the Son of Horns is someone who's caught up in their own self-destructive pattern. And I just really want to caution you right now, the desire to escape is going to be high for you. And escapism for you tends to take shape in the form of finding some kind of an extreme emotion, an extreme experience with substance, dramatic response to something. So really be careful of that, okay? Now, what can really help you with this is the Three of Wands Vantage. This is some beneficial energy for you this week. The Three of Wands says, okay, hang on a second. Look at the big picture. Is this choice I'm making right now going to benefit me down the road? Am I going to be happy with the consequences of this choice tomorrow, next week, this afternoon, next month? If you ask yourself those questions before you make one of these choices, you're going to find yourself looking at it a little differently. The Son of Horns, he's only focused on getting this hallucinogenic fungus that is on the other side of, and this is real, this is an actual thing, this hallucinogenic fungus that's growing on this rock. But you see how precarious he is? He could fall into the water at any time. He's got his lower half higher than his upper half, so he's not thinking with his correct mind. So this is getting everything back in line, getting your head higher than your bottom half. Okay, so thinking with this brain, not any other brains. Okay, think with this brain and really look at how everything is going to link together, because when you get into those self-destructive tendencies, you break connections between things, and there are much more connections. Can you see there's a little red thread tying all of these feathers together? You get into, when you're in these extremes, you break the connections, and then you really do lose your way because those connections have gone. All right, now let's look at your challenge. We have got the Hierophant. Okay. You know what? I'm going to get some more cards for him, because the Hierophant is actually coming out as a person. I know Hierophant is usually associated with Taurus, but this is feeling like a heavy male energy right now. So let me just get a little bit more information on this. Okay. Daughter of Horns. Finality, and the Tower. Wow, okay. I'm not sure where we're going with this. Okay, this is our challenge. Okay, so this is breaking down some perceptions, conceptions that were formed in childhood in relationship to your father. The clarification cards are asking you to end this. Ten of Swords and the Tower, Daughter of Horns. Okay, this has to do with your style of forming relationships with these types of father authority figures, how you relate to them. And we have that combination of rebellion and approval going on where you want approval from this father figure, but there's a rebellious part of you that seems to be on the outside where you're actually pushing against. So there's actually a back and forth going on. You're pushing against this father figure, but at the same time you're wanting to be accepted, and then you can't get either to happen. So it's very understandable why there's some self-destructive behavior going on here. Okay, because you can't get the approval and you can't get full rebellion, there's a self-punishment that goes on. And it all relates back to this heavier father authority figure type energy. It could be a female, but it would be a more masculine female. There's, like I said, there's a heaviness in this energy. This is also the type of energy that says there's really only one way. You can only please me one way. You can only be one way. And, that's not true for you. You have your own way in your own path that has been carved out. But this guy is saying, no, there's only one way for this. Okay. Let's draw, we're going to pull out an oracle card to see where this message is going further. You get 2 today. My guides would like 2 for you. Okay. We've got the goat and we've got the bull, 2 animals with horns. How funny. And we talked about Taurus being in that energy, being in this energy of Hierophant. Okay, so this has to do with sacrifice. This has to do with reliability, but these are earth signs that I'm seeing. Taurus, the bull, and Capricorn, the goat. So if your father was, or this authority figure was either of those, we're really talking about what you have given up of yourself to try to please this person. And how have you've become, in a way, a martyr to yourself because of what you've given up trying to please this person. This is a pretty long habit. This is a deep-rooted habit going on. You can see this goat is coming out of the mountain, right? Didn't get there overnight. And this bull has a city built on the back of his horns. Again, didn't get there overnight. So this is a long pattern that is going on for you. But again, let's look long-term, okay? This isn't asking you to go into all sorts of stories and being upset of like, oh my God, I've still got this issue. Oh my God, this is still happening. All you have to do is consider this beneficial energy of the 3 of feathers. Keep looking at, does this behavior really help me in the long run? Is this behavior going to take me where I need to go in the long run? And will this behavior continue to support the truth of who I know I am? So remember the 3, this is really, really important. Remember the 3 of feathers. As you find yourself wanting to do some kind of extreme, again, emotional, physical, mental, could be any of those extremes. As you find yourself wanting to do that, come back to looking forward, looking to the future. And using a little bit more foresight to say, is this really going to get me into the place that I want to be? Okay, I want to draw one card to look at what your soul lesson is with all of this. And this is also where I will extend into, create an extension, but let's get a little taste of what your soul lesson is with this situation. Okay. Son of Roots and Father of Feathers. There we go again with more fathers. Okay, so this is about taking your own action, keeping your own action fixed on your own path, and making sure that you follow that path unapologetically. All right, I'll go deeper into these cards in the extended, but for now, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you on the extended, and if not, I'll see you next time.